Shelly the Sheen. The machine. You know, he had a little bit of sheen on him. I mean, actually, he was glowing. After all this, now you're going to move that camera again. I moved that camera 4 times, dude. You are not going near that camera, are you? Are you?
Come on. It's the Ed Till Show.
I knew it. I knew you were going to touch it. I knew you were going to touch it. That's about all she wrote, baby. There's no more room to the ceiling. You're up again. You and Shaquille O'Neal are going to be ducking from the chandeliers any taller. Can't do it, man. How are you going to get that camera angle to get... All right, I'll hand it to you. That's it. That is the right thing to do there. And the other guy looks halfway decent. Let's go. Let's roll this baby out of the bat cave. Come on.
Now that you tuned him in, you know what I mean. People call him up, discussing every scene. Love him or hate him, he's gonna have his say. He's gonna speak his mind each and every day. It's the Ed Till Show.
Antibiotics provide a safety net that let us do things that we otherwise couldn't do. If I were to get hit by a truck, and my guts were spilled all over the road, there are talented surgeons who could put me back together. But all that bacteria that gets inside me will cause an infection. And if we can't treat the infection, the best surgeon in the world won't be able to save my life. Similarly, if someone is being treated for cancer, we have amazing technology now, the ability to transplant stem cells, to give chemotherapy, but all of those things require turning off the patient's immune system for a while. And if during that time we don't have antibiotics to treat an infection, the person will die. So whether it's intensive care medicine, whether it's cancer care, burn care, or surgery, all of those things rely on the ability to treat infections. And if we lose that ability, we're in a very different era. We end up going back to the Dark Ages.
Bob's next. Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, Republican caller. Hi, Bob.
Hi, how are you?
Morning.
Dr. Bell, I have two questions, actually. The first is, has patient 0 been identified? And the second is this a possibility that this is a weaponized biological weapon? Thank you. I'll hang up and hold on for your answer.
Great questions. You know, there's an interesting pattern that we see almost every time there's a new virus introduced into human beings, and that is that patient 0 is almost never found. I'll use a different virus as an example. With Ebola, it's taken us decades to pin down the original source, and even now we're still, trying to confirm that it's bats that are at fault. I blame bats a lot because they tend to carry a lot of nasty things, but we didn't know that for the longest time because the first person who has contact with the dead bat or whatever, maybe walks into the wrong cave, that person tends to spread it to a few other people and then die, and then 2 or 3 other generations of spread occur before there's an alert. These things tend to happen in remote rural places, and so months have gone by.
This
on your
guy
5th or 6th generation of infection, often in...
he's killing me over here. What is it? The first thing he said was, a moment ago, did you hear this? I stepped away to get coffee and get 1 foot away from the microphone, and right away he's cracking me up now. This is a doctor, Dr. Michael Bell, okay, so you know who that is. And he's on our good friend C-SPAN, so I'm sure he's the real Dr. Michael Bell. I mean, if you go on some other show, you don't even know if it's the real guy, but I think this is the real Dr. Michael Bell. I had a Michael Bell in school when I was in graduate school. Very smart family. The Bells. They can, oh, look at this. You have been running